Hi, I'm Miss Karen from Cosmo Pro, and today I'm doing a little webinar on Hikari Meso cocktails. This is available to download from our members hub, but if you would like a copy, please feel free to email info@cosmopro.co.uk. Within this manual, it contains information on all 9 Hikari Meso cocktails, the complex, which is basically the formula that makes up each cocktail, and the additional ingredients that's in each specific cocktail. So today I'm going to go through each one of the cocktails and then just show you how to draw the cocktails up and how much to use. If you would like information or you will need microneedling training, then we actually run a really comprehensive training course on microneedling, and we do include the Hikari Meso cocktails on our training. The first one I'm going to start with is eyes. So if you do need more information, like I say, on the ingredients, then please feel free, that everything's in the brochure. I'm just going to go through each one and what you use it for. This one's self-explanatory, and on each of the vials it actually tells you what it's for. So for example, eyes is anti-aging. Now, if you're just doing the eye area, I would only use about 1 ml. So the vials are all 8 mils. So you will draw 1 ml and use approximately 0.5 for each eye. Just remember that Hikari is for microneedling. These are not to be injected. Now on the top, you can see that there's actually a bung. This one's already open, but the bung remains in the vial. In the boxes, when you get the Hikari cocktails, it actually supplies a syringe and a draw needle with the boxes anyway. So the eyes is for eye rejuvenation, delicate eye tissue, dark circles, fine lines, anything to do with skin rejuvenation, you can use this. Now with any of the cocktails, you can mix them. So for example, let's say that I wanted to treat the eye area, but my client's also got wrinkles as well, so crow's feet, glabella. The next one is Wrinkle, so perhaps you can combine these two together. I wouldn't combine more than 3 cocktails at any one time. These are super active. They've got more than 30 active ingredients in each cocktail, so if you start combining more than 3, it's just a waste of time and money. But these two work really well together, so eyes and Wrinkle. The Wrinkle one can be used for any facial rejuvenation. It can be used on the body as well if you want to treat décolleté or the backs of the hands. And this one is great for perhaps smoker's lines, accordion lines, and let's say crow's feet. You can combine it with the eyes. You can use it around the eyes on its own as well. So anywhere where your client has got either dynamic wrinkles or static wrinkles. But the great thing about these is because you're combining it with microneedling, you're getting collagen induction anyway, and then you're getting cell-to-cell communication. And the whole idea of microneedling is to microneedle active ingredients into the skin that's going to support the cellular function. And this is why these work so well. Now, if you're doing a full face and neck area, I would use 2 ml of the cocktail. If you're combining 2 cocktails at the same time, then you're just going to draw up 1 ml from one cocktail and 1 ml from the second cocktail. So you've still got 2 ml. So like I say, Wrinkle, again, exactly what it says on the tin. It says anti-aging on there. So any type of static or dynamic wrinkles. The next one, the third one, is Hydra. Hydra, obviously this one's been started, as you can see, so the bung is there. Now the Hydra is cross-linked high molecular hyaluronic acid. Please ensure that when you're treating clients with microneedling, you are using a high molecular HA. And I cover this on my microneedling webinar. And the reason being is high molecular HA does not induce inflammation, and it also doesn't stimulate fibrosis, so scar tissue, whereas intermediate and low molecular HA combined with microneedling does. They're pro-inflammatory and they can trigger fibrosis. There's also loads of studies to back this up, but like I say, just please ensure that if you are using HA with microneedling, it's high molecular HA. This contains also the complex, so basically I'm going to go through that at the end of the webinar, but this one's great for just general skin rejuvenation, hydration. High molecular HA is also, it supports wound healing, so if your clients have got any kind of scarring, or if perhaps they've even had surgery and obviously the scars have healed, but they've got the scars, this one's also great for tissue regeneration. Talking of tissue regeneration, that brings me on to the growth F. So often you can combine the growth F with the Hydra. Depending on what you're treating, there's no right or wrong combination. You can really tailor these treatments to your clients. So I'm just giving you ideas of what to combine, but at the end of the day, all clients are different, all skin is different. So it's up to you which combinations you want to offer to your clients. The growth F is probably one of my favourites. So it's packed full of growth factors. Again, great for just general skin rejuvenation, lines, scarring, pigmentation, anything where you need to stimulate growth factors. So when you do microneedling, basically your cells, so the major cells in the skin, like your keratocytes, melanocytes, your fibroblasts, they will all release growth factors. So this supports that release of growth factors. And often clients may need additional treatments such as laser or IPRF or plasma, but their skin might not be healthy enough. So you could start with microneedling because microneedling strengthens the skin. It basically tricks the skin into releasing the growth factors, but also it will strengthen the dermis and it will normalize the epidermis. So often you may need to start with something like microneedling, and using something like a growth factor meso cocktail will improve the cellular function. The next one, this is called Tight and Firm. So this again is for facial area. You can use it on the neck, you can use it on the décolleté if you want to. You can combine it with any of the cocktails that we're going to talk to you about today. But this one's great for lax skin, so perhaps you could do it on the jawline, you could do it on the neck. And like I say, there's no right or wrong combination, so it's entirely up to you where you want to use these cocktails. Stretch M basically stands for stretch marks, but this is for any type of scars. Now, if a client's got a little bit of PIH with the scar, which is quite common, I'm going to show you which one to combine this with. But stretch M is great for post-surgical scars, acne scars, trauma scars, anywhere. And again, same applies, so face and body is absolutely fine. Just remember to work to your end points, because obviously if it's scar tissue, chances are you're going to go a little bit deep. You need to break the scar tissue down, but you just microneedle this in at the same time. If your client's got a little bit of post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, so that scar tissue is pigmented, I would combine your Stretch M with your Chroma. So Chroma basically is for uneven skin tone, pigmentation, PIH. And again, all these cocktails can be used on face and body. So depending on where the scarring is, you can treat stretch marks, you can treat trauma marks, burn marks, anything like that on the face and the body. The next one, which is for body only because it's for cellulite. So again, just remember microneedling only. You're probably going to be a depth of at least 1.5 mil and just microneedle this in. I want to show you how to draw these cocktails up so you know exactly what to do. But with cellulite, it may be that you need a little bit more than 2 mil, because I appreciate if you're treating a body area, or if you're treating the thighs area, like I say, these are 8 mil, but you may need 4 mil, so 2 mil either side. There's nothing wrong with drawing up 2 or 3 mil, microneedling it in. If you need to draw some more up, that's fine. You don't actually remove these bungs, so it's not going to affect the efficacy once you've obviously just lifted your little metal cap, and just draw up what you need and you can always add to it. The ninth one and the last one is our Hair G. So Hair G is for hair growth, any type of hair restoration for both males and females. Like I say, all the information is in the PDF manual, so I'm not going through the exact ingredients of each one. I'm just going through what each cocktail is indicated for. You can use this on its own, or you could combine this one with the Growth F, because we need growth factors basically for hair restoration as well. But the main ingredient in this, I will just mention, is acetyl tetrapeptide 3, and it's been clinically proven to be more effective than minoxidil. So this is a great one, but just remember you do need to stimulate the bulge and the bulb, which is in the reticular dermis when you're microneedling the scalp. That's where the stem cells are housed basically. So fantastic hair rejuvenation, meso cocktail, standalone or combine it with your Growth F. Now when you're actually drawing these up, in your box you basically get, this is obviously, I've opened this up, so you get your draw needle and your syringe. Now, like I say, the cocktails have a little bung, so when you want to just draw up what you need, pop your needle into your vial, and all you're going to do is then basically extract the amount of cocktail that you need, okay? And then if you're going to use a second cocktail, all you would then do is get your second cocktail and do exactly the same. So basically then just draw up another mil, or however much you've decided to use. From that, that's obviously going to then mix. They will not affect each other negatively. They mix really well because the consistency is the same. So there you've got your mixed formula in your syringe, and then all you're going to do with that is then apply some to the treatment area and start your microneedling. And then once you've covered that area, obviously I normally work in sections, once you've covered that area with your microneedling, apply a little bit more, rub it into the tissue, you can have your microchannels, and then move on to the next section. So don't apply it to the whole face at once. Work in the sections that you would normally do with your microneedling. So for example, when I do my microneedling, I do the forehead, then I do the eye area, the nose, perioral, then the cheeks, and then I do the neck. So that's how I would section when I apply my Meso cocktail. They say, please contact us. So if you need the brochure, which has got all the ingredients in there, you can download this or you can contact us. But what I would like to point out is these cocktails basically have amino acids, minerals, vitamins, antioxidants, but one of the main ingredients is vitamin A and vitamin C. So your skin needs both vitamin A and vitamin C for cell physiology. So for optimum skin health and cellular function, you need those two ingredients. Now, all the Meso cocktails that I've talked about today both contain vitamin A and vitamin C, but they also contain another 25-30 active ingredients in there. And we do supply a guide on the protocols, but it's entirely up to you how you want to create bespoke formulas for each of your clients. Now, all the cocktails are available on the online shop, so just go to the Cosmo Pro online shop and you can browse the different cocktails and then you can decide which ones are best for you.